Hello everyone, I am Saurabh. I hope you are doing well. Today I'll talk about how your conditioning shaped who you are now. Conditioning is the repeated learning you absorb as a child to make sense of the world. It continues throughout your life. Your parents taught you how to talk, how to behave, how to brush your teeth, wear your shoes, and the language you speak. Most of this conditioning, physical and psychological, happens unconsciously. Obviously, because as a kid, you had no clue what the world was. You were like a clueless animal. That's where your parents became your first teacher. Then came school, friends, society, and eventually you. But among all these, your early environment, especially your parents, holds the most weight. From them, you learn how to learn, the techniques of learning, what's right and what's wrong, how to regulate your emotion, your sense of self worth, self esteem, self respect, and confidence, and how you communicate to the world. How you communicate with the society is deeply shaped by how you see it. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स ने तुम्हें बचपन में कहा हो कि बेटा लोगों पे ज़्यादा क्लोज मत होना, ज़्यादा शेयर मत करना, ट्रस्ट मत करना, क्योंकि लोग धोखा देते हैं. Or if you are a boy, don't talk to a girl. If you are a girl, don't talk to boys. Then what happened is that their fear, which they have learned from their conditioning, was transferred into your mind. And because they care for you, they thought forbidding you could save you from making mistakes. But that's not always true. It's often biased. हाँ, कुछ लोग धोखा देते हैं, but that doesn't mean you should stop trusting everyone. This is how some people become selfish and or dangerously preserved to the point they would rather die alone than open up. मैं इस वीडियो में ज़्यादा साइकोलॉजिकल टर्म से लोड नहीं लाना चाहता, बट यू हैव गॉट द रफ आइडिया मैं क्या बात करना चाह रहा हूँ. तुम समझ रहे हो दैट हाउ योर अर्ली डेवलपमेंट ईयर्स बिकम द बेसिस ऑफ योर थिंकिंग, द बेसिस ऑफ योर पर्सनालिटी फॉर लाइफ. हो सकता है तुम सोच रहे होगे पर क्यों. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. Let's say your parents taught you not to trust anyone because people can betray you. That become your information, right? And when you step into the world, you start collecting evidence matched from that information. Like your parents give you some information, and then you go to the world, go to the school, and meet some people and collect your own evidence and start matching those evidence, finding clue where information can match itself. Then maybe the first time you realize it wasn't completely true. You could trust someone, you could make friends, but to accept that you have to deny your parents. And you couldn't because you were dependent on them for food, shelter, and clothes, and for the love, right? That's where contradiction begin. You can't deny your parents the information they gave, so you start manipulating your own evidence. You start contradicting your own evidence. You start doubting yourself instead of them. You thought, maybe I was wrong. They are older, wiser. They must know better. And they also say sometimes, तुम अभी बस बच्चे हो, जो कह रहे हैं वो मानो. So now, instead of looking for balanced evidence, you start seeing only the betrayal. Even if one person hurts you, your bias got reinforced. Your belief becomes stronger. But you must understand, your parents have more time on earth than you. Yeah, it's true. But that doesn't always mean more truth. Along with the knowledge, they also carries fears, biases, and misjudgment. So yes, you are in many ways a product of what you were taught. And those few childhood years wrote as a large part of your life. Now you might say, ठीक है भाई, तब मैं छोटा था, मैं समझता हूँ, I didn't have any self autonomy, so मैं अपने माँ बाप की बात मना नहीं कर सकता था. But now I'm grown up and I can see that my parents were wrong. But still, why am I here? Why I'm still like this? मैं क्यों नहीं बदल पा रहा? There is a reason. There is a very deep psychological reason, and it's fear. And this fear is not just mental, it's biological. Let's go back thousands of years when human lived forest full of danger. Our species always choose path, route we have taken before because those routes felt safer and predictable than newer one. इट वॉज ऑब्वियस कि अगर तुम एक ऐसे रास्ते पे चल रहे हो जंगल में जहां तुम कभी गए नहीं, दैट कुड बी मोर डेंजरस। तुम्हें पता नहीं कि कौन सा एनिमल कहाँ से अटैक कर सकता है। सो यू ऑलवेज चूज द पाथ दैट यू हैव टेकन at least 1,000 times. Even though we don't live in jungle anymore, but our brain still run on those same ancient codes. We have built cities, but deep down, we are still trying to survive like an animal. It's biologically encoded, a fear. So even when there is no real danger, you feel blocked. You think you are shy, you think you are introvert, you can't speak or people will laugh at you. These are not truth. They are conditioning, they are learned. And what is learned can be unlearned. The moment you can see your fear clearly, it starts to lose power. Fear survives in darkness. It fades under light. Name your fear, watch it, and you will find sometimes just seeing it is enough to release it. Always remember, it's all in your mind. The real danger is ignoring the fear, not facing it, not feeling it. You don't need to be sure of every person you meet. You just need to be enslaved by fear. When you are no longer ruled by it, you become a self regulated person, someone who doesn't need outside approval or protection. This video covered just one aspect of conditioning. There is more, so much more. If you want to go deeper, read about childhood psychology, childhood development psychology, biases, and fallacies. But don't just read to sound smart, read for yourself. And if you ever want to talk, I am here. Change your life because no one else can do for you. See you in the next video. Take care, signing out.